I'm sure you can imagine, Trent and I get a lot of questions about our worms. One of the most common questions is, what do you do with them in the wintertime? It's cold. We live in Utah. Winters are pretty harsh. These are our own personal worm compost bins. These aren't as high-tech as the worm bed, but I'll show you what Trent does with our worms in the wintertime. As you can see, it's currently snowing. He's got plastic, generally black, to attract the heat from the sunshine when we get it. And the covers often freeze. Oh. You'll notice the worms get a little bit thin in the winter because of the cold. They aren't as hardy in the wintertime as they are in the spring and the fall. Summer either, because of the heat. As I was saying, during the winter months the worms aren't as hardy and healthy. You can see that we've spread quite a bit of leaf litter, grass, straw, paper, and that kind of heats up the bed. But because it's cold, they aren't quite as healthy. Or, well, they're just as healthy, they're just not as plump. So, during the winter months, we keep them covered, keep a warm spot, and we only open the beds on warm days. Today is supposed to be 36. We're hoping it heats up that much. So I've unburied a hole in the middle and dumped all the food scraps, artichoke leaves and cabbage and banana peels and yucky moldy bread. Anyway, I pour that down in the middle, unbury a spot where it's warm, away from the edge that gets frozen, and down further in so that the worms have a warm spot to go and eat. So here you can see a cover on one of our worm compost bins that we use for our garden. Turned out to use black plastic or a wood cover to kind of keep the worst of the cold and snow off. It generally freezes on the top and the outside, as you can see. As you can see, the top has a little bit of a frozen ice layer you'll want to take off so that you can get down to the middle to feed your worms. These are happy, healthy little buggers. They're just moving a little bit slow because it's so cold. I'm going to give them more food and that should warm up the bed a little bit. And right about there looks like where it needs to be.